Hey everyone, Ross McCorkle here with another episode of the Depot 180. The city of Pittsburgh is one step closer to hosting the NFL Draft at some point in the near future, as the Pittsburgh Business Times reported that a meeting took place to hold a vote with the Stadium Authority to enter an agreement with the NFL, the Steelers, and other Pittsburgh-related councils to move forward with the next step. The vote was unanimously approved for either 2026 or 2027. The NFL ultimately decides, but this is an important step to make sure that Pittsburgh is on board should the NFL decide to have them host. Team President Art Rooney II stated that he was optimistic that the city would get a draft sometime in the not-too-distant future. The Steelers have the possibility of playing their Week 1 game in Brazil this season in the NFL's first ever game there. The Eagles will be hosting, and the Steelers have an away game this year against the Eagles. There are technically 9 teams that could make the trip, with the Eagles having 9 home games on their schedule, but 2 of their possible opponents have other international games of their own. That narrows the list down some, and then looking at which games could be the most compelling for the NFL to export to Brazil to represent the league in other countries. The list, at least in my opinion, can be narrowed down to the Steelers, the Green Bay Packers, or the Dallas Cowboys. The announcement won't come until closer to the official schedule release in the spring per reports, so it will just be speculation until then. Again, Rooney said in his end-of-season media tour that the Steelers will definitely be playing in other countries over the next few years, but he stated he wants to get a game in Mexico or Ireland, where the team has a strong fan base, so we will see. The Steelers moved on from wide receiver coach Frisman Jackson. They typically sign their assistants to 2-year deals, and this Jackson just completed his second year with the team. Alex Kozora released a list of possible candidates that the Steelers could bring in. Currently headlining the list is former Steelers wide receiver Hines Ward. He was a coaching intern with the Steelers shortly after retiring as a player and has coached in the NFL, NCAA, and the XFL since leaving. He could be an interesting choice to help straighten out the wide receiver room that had some effort issues last season. The Steelers also let go of a couple other assistant coaches, as assistant quarterback coach David Corley and quality control coach Matt Tomshow are no longer listed on the team website. The offensive coaching staff was bound to see some changes with a new offensive coordinator, so this is no surprise, and Arthur Smith will likely have the opportunity to bring in some guys of his own into the organization. Let me know how you enjoyed the video on Twitter at Ross_McCorkle, and as always, visit SteelersDepot.com for your latest and greatest Steelers breaking news and analysis.